Men over 60, let's be real for a moment. You've worked hard your whole life. You've kept yourself active, maybe you've even cleaned up your diet, tried a few supplements, maybe even hit the gym here and there. But despite all that, something's changed, hasn't it? Those mornings when you used to wake up feeling unstoppable, now you sometimes wake up feeling, well, or less than your best. You tell yourself it's just age catching up, or maybe stress, or maybe you just need a stronger vitamin. But what if I told you it's not your age? What if I told you the problem might be sitting right in front of you, in the most ordinary glass on your kitchen counter? Yes, water, plain everyday water. And here's the shocker, most men, even the healthy ones, are drinking it the wrong way. And the way you drink it could be quietly robbing you of stronger blood flow, higher energy, sharper focus, and yes, your performance when it matters most. Now, I know that sounds almost too simple to be true, but I've seen it firsthand in my patients. I'm Dr. David Jarrard, and for over 30 years as a urologist, I've helped men just like you reclaim their confidence, restore their vitality, and rediscover the part of themselves they thought they'd lost forever. And today, I'm going to show you a little-known hydration method that can instantly improve blood flow, help balance your testosterone, and give you a new sense of control over your body. Because at this stage in life, every advantage counts. And the best part? This one doesn't come in a bottle, doesn't cost a cent, and you can start doing it today, right after you finish this video. By the time we're done here, you'll know the exact steps to hydrate for peak performance, the 3 biggest water mistakes men over 60 make every day, and how to start seeing changes within days, without pills, gimmicks, or risky procedures. But first, I want you to make me a promise. If you're serious about staying strong, confident, and in control of your health after 60, drop a quick comment below saying, "I'm ready." That way, I know you're here for the real, science-backed tips that actually work. And while you're at it, hit subscribe to Golden 70s Health, because here, we tell you the truth that most people won't. Think of your body, especially your performance, like a finely tuned hydraulic system. For that system to work at full strength, it needs fluid moving freely under the right amount of pressure. And in your case, that fluid is your blood. Now here's the truth most men overlook, your blood is over 90% water. That means when you're properly hydrated, your blood is thinner, smoother, and can move through your arteries and veins with ease. Your heart doesn't have to strain, your circulation is more efficient, and the oxygen and nutrients your body needs are delivered faster, including to the pelvic area when the moment calls for it. But the opposite is just as true. When you're dehydrated, your blood gets thicker, heavier. It moves sluggishly. Your heart has to work harder to push it through your system, and the areas that depend on quick, steady blood flow, suffer. You might feel it as a slower response, weaker firmness, or even that frustrating inconsistency that makes you doubt yourself. Now, here's where a lot of men go wrong. They think the first step is medication, maybe blood pressure pills or supplements. But if your body is running on low water reserves, you're basically trying to run a high-performance engine without enough oil. You're fighting your own circulation before you even start. The fix? Stop treating hydration like an afterthought. Don't wait until you're thirsty, by then, you're already behind. Sip steadily throughout the day. Keep a glass or bottle nearby, and think of it as fuel, not just a drink. A few mouthfuls every hour will do far more for your performance than chugging a liter all at once and flushing it straight out. And while circulation is the foundation for performance, it's only half the story. The other half lives in your hormones, and that's where water plays a role you probably never realized. I'll never forget one patient, mid-60s, active, sharp dresser, still working part-time. He came into my office frustrated. Said his energy had dropped, his focus was scattered, and his drive, well, it wasn't what it used to be. He blamed stress, maybe age. But when I looked closer, his problem was simple, he was chronically dehydrated. You see, when your body doesn't get enough water, it shifts into survival mode. It starts prioritizing the essentials. Regulating temperature, keeping blood pressure stable, protecting the brain, and it starts pulling resources away from anything it doesn't consider life or death urgent. Unfortunately, your reproductive system is on that non-essential list. Science backs this up. Dehydration causes your cortisol, your main stress hormone, to rise. And when cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down. Think of it like a seesaw, one goes up, the other must come down. And testosterone isn't just about desire. It's about muscle mass, mood, energy, and overall vitality. The mistake I see too often. Men assume their testosterone dropped simply because of age. They jump straight to treatments, injections, or expensive boosters, while ignoring the most basic fix. Hydration. Here's what works: keep your water intake steady, especially in the morning. That's when your body is naturally producing more testosterone, and dehydration can blunt that peak. Give your body the resources it needs right at the start of the day, and you protect one of the most important hormones you have. Now that you understand how hydration powers your blood flow and protects your testosterone, let's get practical, because how you drink can be just as important as how much you drink. I once had a gentleman in his early 70s tell me he was drinking like a champion, his words, not mine. He'd line up 2 big glasses of water before bed, down them both, and feel proud that he was ending his day fully hydrated. But the next morning, he'd complain about feeling groggy, unsteady, and strangely drained, almost as if the water hadn't helped at all. Here's what was really going on. Your body does some of its most important repair work while you're asleep. This is when your testosterone production peaks, your cells regenerate, and your mind resets. But if you overload your bladder before bed, you're guaranteeing 1 or more wake-up calls during the night. And each time you get up to use the bathroom, you're breaking that deep, restorative sleep cycle your body needs. It's a cruel trade-off. You think you're doing your body a favor, but instead, you're robbing it of the very rest that allows it to rebuild and keep your hormones balanced. The misconception here is simple: many men believe that the more water you drink at night, the better hydrated you'll be in the morning. But hydration doesn't work that way. What it really does is flood your system at the wrong time, forcing your kidneys and bladder to stay active when they should be letting the rest of your body recover. The solution is just as simple: stop the large water intake 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. Instead, make your hydration a daylight habit. Give your body the water it needs while you're awake and active, when it can use that hydration to support blood flow, digestion, and energy. Then let your nights be for uninterrupted, high-quality sleep, the kind that keeps your testosterone strong and your body functioning like it should. And finally, let's talk about the easiest, most reliable self-check you can do every single morning to know if your hydration is where it should be. I tell my patients all the time, you don't always need a fancy blood test or expensive lab work to know how your hydration is doing. Every morning, you get a free checkup from your own body. All you have to do is pay attention. It's simple. The first trip you make to the bathroom in the morning tells you more than most people realize. That color in the bowl. That's your hydration report card. If it's a pale yellow, you're in the sweet spot. Your body's getting the water it needs, your blood is flowing well, and your systems are working the way they should. If it's darker, think amber or tea-colored, that's your body waving a red flag. You're dehydrated, your blood is thicker, and everything from your heart to your hormones is working harder than it needs to. Now here's the part most men get wrong: they think clear urine is the gold standard. They assume that the more water they drink, the clearer it gets, the better. Not true. If it's crystal clear all the time, you might actually be overhydrating, flushing out essential minerals and electrolytes your muscles and nerves need to function. This simple morning check works because it's instant feedback. No guessing, no waiting for symptoms to show up. You can see in seconds whether you need to step up your water intake for the day, or pull back a little to keep your balance right. The real key here isn't chasing perfection, it's consistency. Your body thrives on steady, reliable hydration. That means drinking the right amount at the right times, not overloading it in one shot, and keeping those levels stable day after day. Make it a habit. Check every morning. Adjust as needed. Over time, that awareness will not only improve your hydration, but it'll give you better energy, stronger circulation, and a more reliable performance when you need it most. And now that you know the science, the blood flow, the hormones, the timing, and the daily check, it's time to talk about why all this really matters, beyond just performance. For many men, changes in performance feel like the first sign that the best years are behind them. That silent thought, maybe this is just how it is now, can start creeping into your mind. And the more you notice those changes, the harder it is to shake that feeling. But here's the truth I want you to hold on to: those changes are often not the end. They're signals. Messages from your body saying, I need a little more care, a little more attention. They're not here to scare you. They're here to guide you. This is not about fear. This is about taking back control in ways that are simple, powerful, and completely in your hands. You don't need to chase expensive treatments or feel pressured into quick fixes that promise the world but deliver little. Sometimes, the real change starts with the smallest adjustment, and in this case, it's as simple as the way you drink water. So here's your first step: starting today, space out your water intake. Sip slowly, not in big gulps. Give your body time to absorb it. And most importantly, start paying attention to the way you feel, to the signals your body sends, and to the quiet improvements that start to show up when you treat your health as something worth protecting. Because when you support your health from the inside out, you don't just see improvements in one area. You sleep better. You have more energy in the morning. Your mood lifts. Your body responds faster. And yes, your confidence, in every sense of the word, comes back stronger. This is your reminder that you're not powerless. Your body is still listening to you. Every choice you make sends it a message. And when you choose the right habits, you're telling it, I'm still here, I'm still strong, and I'm not done yet. So, let's bring it all together. Today, we covered exactly why water is so much more than just a drink. You learned how proper hydration boosts your blood flow, why it's directly tied to your testosterone levels, the right way to drink so your body can actually use it, the best timing to protect your sleep and recovery, and that simple morning check that tells you instantly if you're on track. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these tips will you try first? Or maybe you've already noticed a difference when you drink water a certain way. Share your experience in the comments. Your story might be exactly what another man needs to hear to take that first step. If this resonated with you, and you want more natural, science-backed ways to stay strong, confident, and in control after 60, make sure you're subscribed to Golden 70s Health. We cut through the noise, we keep it honest, and we give you the tools to make every year ahead a strong one. And remember, it's never too late to make changes that matter. Stay hydrated. Stay strong. Stay in control of your health. I'm Dr. David Jarrard, and I'll see you in the next video.